Hello, everybody. I need to address the elephant in the room. Literally. Yes. I have a massive curl going on right there. Don't let it distract you. Celebrate it and then move on. And let us enjoy today's broadcast. I have so much to get to. First, I haven't really touched upon this yet live, but I want to address the Kevin Hart scandal, which really shouldn't be a scandal at all. Come on, people. Kevin Hart cheated on his ex-wife with his current wife. And even just a few months ago, he was embroiled in another cheating scandal. Are we really surprised that he allegedly hooked up with some woman or several women? No. And I should specify that Kevin Hart's ex-wife is the one who claims that she was cheated on by Kevin with his now wife. Otherwise, I would have to say allegedly, reportedly, blah, blah, blah. But that's what the ex-wife says. And this person whom had attempted to extort money from Kevin Hart made other shocking allegations. Not just that she allegedly hooked up with Kevin in Las Vegas, but is also claiming that Kevin Hart was doing drugs with her and her friends. Now, it's a tried and true cliched in Hollywood. I say, check yourself into rehab. Kevin Hart already released a video statement apologizing to his family, which he doesn't need to apologize for. Honey, your wife ain't going nowhere. She accepts you for how you are. She knows how you are. How you get them is how you lose them or how you keep them. Okay? But it seems like a lot of people are disappointed by Kevin Hart. I'm not. So the best thing he can do, in my expert opinion, is check himself into rehab. Apologize even again. Mention God. Say, I pray to God. Please, God, forgive me. You mention God and everything is forgiven, right? Mention God. Say you're going to rehab. Just be there for like 2 weeks. It's like a fancy vacation. And all will be forgotten in about 2 weeks' time. And then when you're out of rehab, I would say be forthcoming and say that your wife accepts you for who you are and that you've agreed to an open relationship. Then you can get all the pussy you want. I honestly don't know why some of these really rich, powerful men in Hollywood just don't straight up say, I love having a wife and I also love fucking around. Like, if this were a homosexual relationship, that would be understood for many people. Not for me, though. I'm not down with that. We've established that. Needy, jealous, insecure, Latino, ain't gonna work for me. But that's what I think is gonna happen with Kevin Hart. And I don't think any of this will affect his career whatsoever. I mean, Mel Gibson still has a career. I think I've moved on past the curl. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, fabulous. Oh, I'm into it. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's just like, I gotta get it higher. There we go. In other news that has a lot of people talking, the Emmys were last night. Not a lot of people tuned in. But then again, who watches TV the traditional way anymore? I bet a lot of people watch the Emmys on their phones or saw clips or just read highlights or experienced it all through PerezHilton.com and my social channels. But one of the most talked about moments of the evening was Nicole Kidman kissing Alexander Skarsgard, her co-star in Big Little Lies, on the lips in front of her husband, Keith Urban, who was smiling as if his wife didn't just kiss a dude on the lips. Remember what I said a minute ago about me being needy, jealous, and insecure? That's as a gay man. If I were a heterosexual man, I would be livid. I would not want my wife kissing another man on the lips, even if they were related. If my wife kissed her brother on the lips, I would think that's weird and disrespectful to me. Not to mention some dude that she's not related to. But you know, some of these Hollywood types, they're in their own world. I live in Hollywood, but I'm a good old Cuban boy from Miami. I am very conservative in many ways. Although maybe that isn't that conservative. Like, dudes or ladies, get this to your dudes. I want to hear from straight dudes. Please, I know most of you watching are lovely females, but I want to get a heterosexual male perspective right here, right now. Was what Nicole Kidman did awkward? Would you find that uncomfortable and disrespectful? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Another big talked about moment of the Emmys last night was Sean Spicer rolling in literally on this podium and being the toast of the Emmys. Oh, Hollywood, it's so freaking high school. And people have such a short attention span. Just a few months ago, Sean Spicer was in the fucking White House saying that Adolf Hitler didn't use chemical weapons on the prisoners that he took in the Holocaust. Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood. Can't stand it. In other TV-related news, well, actually, one more thing about watching the Emmys. Was it just me, or every time I saw Elizabeth Moss last night, I couldn't help but be reminded of the fact that she's a Scientologist? I still can't wrap my brain around Scientology, knowing all we do about Scientology and how there are all these people that are still Scientologists. Like knowing all we do about it publicly and then just all we don't know about it. But knowing that they cannot have contact with a friend or family member that leaves the church. Like, what kind of cult bullshit is that? And just the abusive way that they treat people. And not to mention the whole believing they're aliens bullshit, but whatever. Yeah, Elizabeth Moss. Oh my gosh. And also, did you catch that tea that Leah Remini spilled a couple days ago about Jada Pinkett Smith being a Scientologist? There have been the rumors. I mean, she even opened up that Scientology school, which is no longer. It's like being a Satanist, right? Like, who would want to be a Satanist? I don't get it. In other TV-related news, Mariah Carey's show on E! Has been canceled, or as they're saying, it was a limited series and is not coming back for a second season. However, despite her E! show flopping, Mariah is getting another reality show, this time on VH1. I don't understand that. Why would you give a TV show to somebody who has been proven to not work on television, at least in that context? I mean, maybe find a different format that's not reality for Mimi, and maybe not so soon after a flop show. Makes no sense to me whatsoever, but hey, it's Hollywood. That's the recurring theme. In more TV-related news, that Jedediah girl is leaving The View, or lady, woman, person. And there are rumors that Meghan McCain, who recently left Fox News, may be joining the panel over at The View, which I think is a great idea. You know what? I like some conservative people, the ones that think for themselves, that are smart. And Meghan McCain is one of those. So I would love to see her on The View. Some film news. I think it was Friday. Was it Friday or Thursday? I made a video about when did we stop liking Jennifer Lawrence? And I got a lot of interesting reaction from that video. And her new movie, Mother, was a huge disappointment at the box office. In fact, it did so poorly, it was her worst opening weekend ever. Uh-oh. Remember that 2-year break she says she wants to take? That would be a good thing. On to some couples news. Did you guys know that Halsey and G-Eazy are dating? And, oh, it gets good. I mean, it's not really good. It's kind of sleazy, G-Eazy. According to insiders, G-Eazy dumped Lana Del Rey to date Halsey. Douchey. On to some more music-related news, but a bit on the somber side. Lady Gaga has postponed her European tour because she is suffering. She's opened up about having chronic pain, and she says that she just is not capable to continue with her tour. And even though she and I have had our issues in the past, I am sincere when I am sending her positive vibes. Truly, I wish her well, and that's really serious stuff. More health-related news. Former Grey's Anatomy actress Kate Walsh has revealed that a couple of years ago she had a benign brain tumor removed from her brain. It was a benign meningioma the size of a lemon. Oh, yeah, how scary. I mean, I would be petrified of having to experience that and going through that, and the thought of like surgery going wrong because it's your brain. They mess something up. It could be deadly or just crippling. But thankfully, she's okay. If you want to read about her brave journey, I have all the details of that on PerezHilton.com. Sending so much love also to Carson Daly and his family. His mother has passed away after suffering a heart attack. She was just 73 years old, and sudden death is so hard to process. Just sending them a lot of light and strength. And yeah, and I don't want to end things on that note. Let's end things on some ridiculous news. The Cash Me Outside girl, Bad Baby, however the fuck she's going by these days, Danielle Bregoli, she has just been signed to a record deal by Atlantic Records, which a lot of people felt really strongly about, against. I actually think it's a brilliant idea of Atlantic Records because it's a new day and age. People will listen to her music and watch her music videos just out of straight curiosity. If it would have been the old days when most people bought music, I would have said, what a waste of money. But now, anytime you click on one of her videos or stream her song just to see how bad it is, she wins, and Atlantic Record wins. So, moral of today, it's not that hard to win, everybody. Be a winner. And you know how you could really win? If you hit like on this video, if you hit share on this video, and if you're not following me yet, be a winner and follow me. Yeah.